Hi guys, this is Divine Izelibe. I'm very much happy to welcome you all to another session of Accelera V Hub. I'm so sure that the last class was very much productive and efficient. Because I actually got your feedbacks. I listened to them. I saw your posts, and I'm so sure that you were productive with it. You've been able to see through that this is nothing. The last session we talked about web development and who a web developer is. We actually talked about the tools that are necessary for a web developer. So today we're going to be talking about building with WordPress. What I mean here is building website with WordPress. Okay, basically what we're going to be dealing with is I'm going to be showing you how to set up these things, how to set up your environment and all those. The three things I want to show you is the first is today we're going to see how we can use, first of all, understand what WordPress is. WordPress application. Okay, we're going to go into detail just in a second. Just stay tight. Secondly, we're going to talk about I'm going to show you how you can be able to publish your website. Last session, I tried as much as possible to explain to you how synonymous the word hosting is with publishing. All right, you did your web pages, you built your web pages, your website with your laptop, which is a local system. You are the only one that has access to that laptop. Your friend, your cousin in New York doesn't have access to it. All right. Now, for every person in the whole world to have access to your web pages and your website, you've got to publish them. You've got to host them. That is, you need to pay for the services from internet service providers as hosting providers and upload your web pages or websites over there so they can see it. And then thirdly, we're going to talk about how to just to wrap it up, how to set up your environment, how to set things right and all those. So you should be able to set up your first website today. And maybe in the next class, we're going to deal with how to customize your website. So today we should be able to set up our first website online that can be accessed everywhere in the whole world. All right, WordPress is a content management system. Okay, what I mean by this is WordPress is actually an application that can help you build content, structure content, build layouts and all those stuff. So WordPress, in short, can help you build website without the knowledge of a code. So that's one of the reasons why we're doing it. So in a short while, you're going to see yourself build a very wonderful, beautiful looking website. All right. Okay, so this is what WordPress is. So to start up using WordPress can be used. You can get the application installed in your system locally, or you can use the online services. That is, you need an internet connection to be able to build website with WordPress. All right. Now, this is what WordPress is. Now, let's go over to the second thing on the outline. Okay. Let's talk about publishing your website. Now, publishing your website is very, very paramount. Yeah, so much salient that if you don't publish your website, nobody has access to it. Nobody sees what the information you are trying to pass across to the world. So you need a lot of things. There are things that you need to be able to publish your website. Okay. Now, to host your website, I'm going to be using this word interchangeably, publishing and then hosting. To host your website, there are things you need to understand. Now, to publish your website, you need to understand these terms. Number one, domain name. I think we talked about this in the previous class. And then hosting providers. Okay. Then we'll talk about hosting providers. We talk about cPanel. And just briefly, let's talk about these three for now. Domain name is actually very, very important if you want to host your website, if you want to publish your website. because your website needs to rest on a particular address, and domain name is one of the components of a web address. Okay, so www dot what do you want? So www dot my domain. So here you, in this place you have my domain. This is where you're going to put in your desired domain. So domains can be gotten, the name of a domain can be gotten from the name of a company, the name of your service or product, whatever thing that you want. It can actually be your name if the website is a personal website. So all right, so for instance, for the sake of this training, we're going to build a bookstore website, not really a store, but a book website, just a website that's going to display my books and all those stuff. So assuming the name of my company is Pararo Books, so my domain name can be Pararo. Okay, Pararo. Now Pararo is my domain name. This is the domain name I desire to use. Now let me explain this to you. This is what the domain name is. Now let's talk about the hosting providers. Now hosting providers, these are companies that are saddled with the responsibility of providing hosting services for people. Now you don't have a public server that can power up your website for every other person to see. Are you getting it? So you actually need the services of the hosting providers. You need to pay. Yeah, of course, you pay for the services, and then they will help create a space for you within their server and all those stuff, and then give you the settings and then the parameters that you require to be able to upload your web pages over the net. Now, there are things you need to consider. You need to find out the best hosting providers you can work with. There are a lot of people out there that are scamming people. They collect your money and they take your money, and then they cannot give you the value for the service you paid for. So you need to watch out for scammers out there. So there are genuine hosting providers that you pay, you get back the value for your money. So hosting providers are very important. So you need to find out the genuine and the fake ones. All right, there are many of them out there over the internet. Okay, so when you pay for their services, it's basically pay for their services. Okay, just like you're shopping online, it's very easy. Okay, for instance, let's look at this. One of the hosting providers that is renowned is Namecheap. Namecheap.com. Now, if you go to namecheap.com, this is what you get. This is Namecheap. This is a company that provides you with the service. So all you need to do is to pay. So there are many plans you can check off. You can buy a domain name and create your website today. Don't worry about this. Just be interested with this. This is more like an add-on service for them. But we're interested in buying a domain and all those. So one of the things you need to do, remember, is before you can be able to talk about hosting, you need to first of all have your domain name. You've actually defined your domain name. You've chosen one and you've agreed to work with it. And then the second thing you need to do is to create. The second one is to be able to have your web pages all ready, so you can upload them. So this is our website, Pararo. This is the website we chose, pararo.com. Okay, .com. Let's search for it. And now, of course, you need to search for the domain to be able to be sure that no one else is using this domain, that if the domain is available or not. So click on search and let's see what we've got here. All right, what we can see here, we see in pararo.com, there's a tag here, there's a flag here, it's saying pararo.com is taken. Now you see this, you need to make sure that the domain name you've chosen does not exist over the internet. That does not exist in DNS. Okay, DNS is actually the domain name server. it is actually the place or the host or the house of all the domains over the internet, over the web. So the DNS actually helps to regulate all the domains. So it is a database of all the domains over the net. So yeah, all thanks to DNS. That's why you can have multiple domains. Someone using another person's domain name is not possible. So far that domain name is registered, no other person can use it. All thanks to DNS. So this tells me that parallel.com is taken. So I can, if I really want to use parallel.com, since it's a bookstore, we can say parallel books. Let's see if that is available. Oh, bravo. Voila, this is available. Parallelbooks.com is available. So we could see that is available. So we can go ahead to get to parallelbooks.com. So we can now go ahead to add to cart. Of course, you could see what they are saying here, that it's 8.88. That's $8.88 per year. So if you want to add to cart, you go ahead and add to cart. And that's just basically what you'll be doing here. Is just to follow the instructions that what you get here. You can see here frequently bought together, that it's like recommending things based on the requests of what people are buying from their website and all that. But okay, I think we will need web hosting and all that, because you just requested added to cart the domain name. So you want to register the domain name so everybody, you can use it, everybody can have access in the whole world, and no other person can use the same domain name. Okay, so another thing you need to do is to pick up a hosting plan. The hosting plan is like you're buying a new system. You're buying a system for yourself. You're buying a house for yourself. The domain name is more like the address to the house. Just use these two illustrations to understand it. Okay, now there are different plans in so many hosting providers in their website. If you go over their website to buy them, you'll see different plans depending on your budget or what you can afford. So you have the first plan here in Namecheap, says I have to pay 2.88 cents per month. All right, per month. So so when I pay this, what they are saying is that they will give me 20 gig SSD, that's 20 gig storage, and I can be able to have 3 websites with this plan. And then the second plan, the Stellar Plus, 4.88 per month. They said unmetered SSD, so that means that they're not going to run check on it. It's somehow similar to unlimited. So when they say unmetered, so they are not metering it. So they are not really, their eyes is not on it. yeah, they are not going to hit you and all that. So it's not metered. So unlimited website, you have unlimited website and all that. Auto backup too and all that. This is for this plan. This is for so the bigger the plan, the bigger the service or the value that they propose to you, the bigger the amount you will pay for it. So this is just basically what you do to purchase your domain name and hosting plan. That is to get your website publicly, a public server, so you can upload your web pages and all those stuff. So if you pass through all those things and then fill the add to cart and fill in your informations and all those stuff, pass through them. Okay, for instance, let's get a little bit higher. Add to cart. Now remember, I've added to cart the domain name and all those stuff. So when I'm done with all the things, I can scroll down or whatever. Where is it? Everything is all about following their instructions. So I think I am done with all the selections I need to do. So I can go to cart. Okay, view cart. Let's see what we have there. So remember, I selected the domain. I want to register the domain and also register a host. So you could see all the things that are there. Stellar Plus. This is so you can see the domain registration for parallelbooks.com, and this is the amount. So the total fee I'm supposed to pay on checkout is if you see it there, 11.94 dollars. So if you confirm all that, this is just like you're buying something online. You just follow the instructions dependent on the website. The hosting providers has sometimes different UIs, that's different looks in the website. So you need to actually look in to see their content so you can follow their instructions. All right. So this is basically how to purchase or how to get your online server so we can publish your website. So if you follow this instruction, at the end of everything, when you've paid and they confirm your payment, you should be able to access this website here, pararobooks.com, and everybody should see it. But right now we did not pay. That's why it's not yet accessible, because we did not finally complete the order. We did not pay. We did not check out. You can see from here. All right, so you can try it out yourself. If you have the money you want to host for yourself, this is just simply what you do, the instructions. Now I'm going to give you some websites that are very much the hosting companies that are trusted for years now. We have GoDaddy, we have Namecheap. For people who are out, these are foreign companies. We have the Web for Africa for people who love Africa. We have a lot of them, a good number of them. We have a Bluehost, we have a good number of them out there. Now for Nigerians over here, we have Q servers. I've tried these guys for some time. They are good. We have Q servers. We have a lot of them, but I know from Nigerians, anytime I want to do anything with Nigeria, I use these guys a lot. But mainly, I really use Nigerian servers and all those stuff. And now, but this is basically what we need to do to get our website published. Now, let's move over to the last session of this training, okay, which is setting things up. Let's see how we can set up our first WordPress website. Now, because we don't want to pay for hosting right now, I don't want to use WordPress locally. I want to show you how you can create your website with WordPress, okay, build a website with WordPress online, okay, online. So locally, all you need to do is just to download the WordPress, okay. You just go to wordpress.com, and then go to what is it again? Resources, and I think, or you can just move over to Google and okay, and then you can just type WordPress download and all those. So this will take you straight to the WordPress download session. So WordPress is actually free. It's open source. It's free. What I mean by open source is that it's free. Developers, all the people who built this WordPress, they built it with the mindset of helping the community. So it's more like a community project. It's open for people, so you can use free. So you can download WordPress. This is the latest version, so you can check for other previously releases and all those stuff here. Okay, now this is the download button, so you can go ahead to click the button, and then here you go. So now you need to also find out how you can be able to install WordPress in your website. You need to have your web server and all those stuff. I don't want to bore you. Don't worry about that now. If you want to use WordPress locally, then you can go and find out more about how to install WordPress in your system locally. But right now, we're going to see how we can use WordPress online, create our website online, free of charge. Now, you are not paying any hosting provider for now. This is just our training. For the training purpose, we're going to do free and all that. So all you need to do is to navigate to WordPress website, okay? Just WordPress website, just www.wordpress.com. So wordpress.com Go type it here, and here you go. So of course you're going to see call to action button here. First, start your website. So I don't need anything to tell me that this is the right button for me. So I'll go ahead to start creating my website. So this is the first thing you're going to do, and then it's going to take you up to the next thing. So let's take it. It's going to take us a little time to get connected. So click on that, and here you go. Let's get started. First, create your WordPress account. So first of all, if you want to do this free thing, WordPress requires that you create an account with them. Okay, so you can type a valid email address. Okay, in my case here, I can type digitalnotion.com. digitalnotion.com. digitalnotion@gmail.com rather. Then you can choose your email address. So since we are talking about Pararo, okay, let's use Pararo. Pararo books. Yeah, that's what we want. But this email address does not exist. But you need to put an email address that exists. Okay. So, but for the training purpose here, Pararo books. So this is our username, because this is actually the name of our company and all that. We just want to make everything very, very simple. So password, you're going to, think about the password you're going to use. You can, this is what I just used. And create an account. Just go ahead, create an account. Now, when you create an account, the next stage you're going to get to is, let's get your site a domain. So WordPress, of course, there is no public server that hosts web pages or website without a domain name, like I always say. So you need a domain name, but this time WordPress is going to help us create a domain name. But this time around, it's not going to be a full domain. It's going to be a subdomain because it's free. Now, subdomains are domains. How you know a subdomain is, this is a full domain. Okay, this is a domain. Now, because this guy is so close to the domain extension that is .com. And what about if you have situations like this? mybook.wordpress.com. Now, if you're asked, okay, for instance, www.mybook.wordpress.com. Now, check this out. Of course, you could see that this guy, the structure of this guy is quite different. It's also so lucid. It's quite different from this guy, a WordPress guy, just because of this my book here. Now you can see that after the www, you see my book, and then you now see the real domain. So this is the domain name. This is the domain name here. But there's something again here. This guy here is what we call the subdomain. So subdomain is like a child of the parent in this structure. So this is a child, so we call this a subdomain. This is the parent, so we call this the domain. Why? Because this guy is so close to the file extension. Somehow this thing, there's no root to it, but this can help you a lot as a starter. Okay, so sometimes when you create, basically, if you create a website with WordPress, that's a free one, or any free hosting company, if it's free service, they will not give you your website and all that just like that, like you intended to. Okay, this is my Pararo. This is Pararo books. So this is what WordPress is going to give you. This is your intended domain name, but because you're doing it free with WordPress will not give you www.pararobooks.com. No. WordPress will not give you, because this guy is a domain name, but this place in this structure, this guy is a subdomain because this is the domain here. Okay, so this is what you get when you're using the free. Basically, when you're using a free hosting provider. Okay, so but if you're going for a premium service, this is what you want. Okay. Now, so this is Pararo. So I'll choose the domain I want, Pararo Books. So this is what I want. So I needed to find out if this is available for me. So I could see WordPress here. You could go from here, pararobooks.com, that if I want a domain that's full domain, they're saying registration is free, but don't worry about it. This will require that you pay for the hosting. So if you select this service, or even if you select this, it's going to be, it's actually premium service. So, but look at the one we are looking at here, pararobooks.wordpress.com. Okay, because it's a free thing, we're not so interested in the name or the domain name and all that. Okay, we're interested in what we want to do for the sake of this training. Okay, so, or maybe you want to start up a business and you don't have money for going for the premium service at the hosting providers. You can do free like this. Okay. There are many ways around these things. Many customers or many people, many of your clients or users might not even notice that this is a subdomain. Some of them are not aware of it. So you select the free version. This is free. This is what I want to do. Okay, now it's going to bring out all the WordPress plans and all those, but I'm not really interested in them. I'm not really interested in them. I'm interested in this. Pick a plan that's right for you and all that. Look at where I'm going to. Not sure yet. Not sure yet. Start with a free website. So I'll create for free because I really want a free website. I don't have money for a premium service right now. Okay, so here we go. Our dashboard is set. Now from the dashboard, you can see you can do all manner of configurations and customizations. Your dashboard is set. If you see here, you can see where you can view your website, view site. If you click here, this will take you to your website. If you watch here, look at the address bar, look at your address bar, you're going to see pararobooks.wordpress.com, depending on what you have there. So you see this is a domain name hosted by WordPress, which is a full domain. So of course I'm getting a flag here. Your site hasn't been launched yet. Before launching, verify your email address by opening the email we sent to you to Pararo. Yeah, okay, but of course you need to verify your email to go ahead. Okay, but right now I'm not interested in it. So this is just a sample page that has been created for me automatically by WordPress team. So this is basically how to set up your WordPress website. So in the next class, in the next session, I'm going to show you how you can be able to customize all those things. Again, I want to appreciate you for your time and attention in this class. I'm also looking forward to see you in the next schedule. Okay, I am Divine Islibi. Thank you very much. Please stay safe.